Now, before we get into the heavier stuff, at least let's share a laugh together.
I used to believe everything I'd see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interests at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for 3rd grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor if a brain is right for you.
For more information, visit tryabrain.com.
Having a brain. Common sense ain't so common these days, y'all. And y'all know this to be true. If you just look at the climate of the world, if you watched the Olympics last night, okay, there was a war on, okay, anyhow, that was totally different than the subject matter at hand. We have Kamala Harris. Yeah. You know, I used to be one of those believers of everything I heard on the news. It was actually my belief in what I heard from CNN talking points, because I believed in them so much that when it came time to hear, you know, content in full context, and then I watched how they chopped it up, yeah, it was my demise. Anywho, Kamala Harris. The grifting keeps on grifting, y'all. I told y'all we wanted to at least laugh before we got to all the seriousness. James O'Keefe, a journalist that we previously reviewed on this channel, exposed Act Blue and how Kamala Harris and the Democrats have been funneling or stealing their votes. Their revenue for their campaigns. Excuse me, y'all. It's first video of the day, just waking up. Anyhow, this elderly woman starts to cry when she's told about the 5,300 different donations made in her name through Act Blue. Y'all still think nothing is up, right? Y'all still think, okay, go ahead, proceed. You know what I'm saying? We got this thing called a brain. Y'all, without it, deal with it.
I remember giving hundreds of dollars to each of Pelosi. Well, I don't know what to do now because I don't know what to do. I should think that Act Blue would have been suspicious and gotten in touch with me.
Right. That definitely ain't the case.
Is that her giving goes from $15 to $5,000.
In the past 2 years that you gave 5,300 times. Does that number make sense?
5,300 times?
Yes.
How much is the money?
$86,708. Does that number make sense to you?
$86,000.
Yeah.
Thanks.
21 and 22, you think you gave over $30,000?
No. No. I don't give $200 or $150.
Do you donate like every single day to Act Blue?
To Act Blue? No, because see, I'm a nurse.
Right.
And I work in 6 days a week.
2 years, in 2021 and 22, you donated like 488 times?
488 times?
Yeah. It's like every other day.
No.
What about in one day doing 11 times?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
And how, when you donate, how much do you usually give them?
You see, like, I give them $50. So that's my name on there.
Yeah, so 813, 11 donations in one day. Does that make sense?
No. See, the thing what I don't understand is that they call me, they send stuff to me, they're looking to see what I'm giving. And they hold that against me because they want to cut my Medicare.
21 and 22, you think you gave over $30,000?
No, that's basically what it is.
That's what do you think of all that?
All of these? No. I don't give $200 or $150. That's why I stopped giving it to Apple.
You stopped giving Apple for that reason?
Yeah.
All right, so we have here, what I found most interesting is that her giving goes from $15 to $5,000.
Oh, gosh.
$199,000, basically $200,000 over 2 years of 2022 and 2021. You think?
From Joanne?
Yeah, does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so that's why I thought you should look at it. I counted 171 donations over the 2 years. To do a donation online probably takes about 3 minutes. 3 minutes times 100 transactions is, I don't know, a few hours of work. That means she's sitting all day doing this. You think?
Yeah, no, I know.
You think that that's her doing that?
It could be, but I didn't know. I didn't realize it was that much.
Right, and you were saying you were not happy with how much it was.
The way you say this now, it seems to me that somebody must have been using.
I have a newfound respect for somebody who's doing a lot of good. I understand you don't not necessarily like it, but
because we're not that rich.
In 2022 and 21 total, do you remember approximately how much you gave to actually? You don't know.
I think something like about 30,000.
30,000?
I don't really know. It depends on what the issues were. Sometimes I gave $50, sometimes I only gave $5. It depends on what it was.
Do you remember giving $2,000? Do you remember giving $2,000?
No.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I found for you in the past 2 years that you gave 5,300 times. Does that number make sense?
5,300 times?
Yes.
How much is the money?
$86,708.
And this makes no sense, man. These people's lives are being affected harshly by this. We don't know what the consequences of this will become. I mean, how do you prove that you had that much money and it's attached to your name and your address? And I don't know how far it would go as to be attached to your social or anything like that. But how do I say, what's the word I'm looking for? How vulnerable, you feel when you hear this type of stuff, just knowing like my information is being used against my will to donate to something I may not necessarily believe in. Even if I did believe in it, to donate this many times a day. Come on. How did they think that this was the right thing to do? How did they think this was the smart idea? Oh, you know what? We're going to use, people names thousands of times. They'll never notice if we put $5 transactions. Stupid.
Does that number make sense to you?
$86,000.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think you did it.
No, maybe.
I don't think you did it. I think somebody's using your name. This is not everything. This is just a little bit.
No, I don't remember giving $100. What's this 126? I don't remember giving hundreds of dollars to Pelosi. I was giving more like $10. I don't remember the hundreds.
These are the opposite. These are like the small donations of $1 at a time.
$1? I don't remember. But see, these things that are $1 and $2, those things I don't know anything about. I don't remember anything where I give only $1, unless they have sometimes a 2-section thing where you give, and then they say if you want to give a little more. Now
they have this woman basically trying to convince herself that she didn't do this.
But I don't remember doing it. I didn't do that. Well, I have new cards now, so I haven't put my new cards into the Act Blue deliberately so that I would not do it.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't do that now.
Let me ask you something else. This is September 30th in 22. In one day, 108 donations.
In one day?
Yeah.
No wonder they keep contacting me as if and they keep giving me like recognition as I'm one of the best that they have and this and that. Well, I don't know what to do now because I don't know what to do.
I'm going to make some recommendations for you, okay? I just want to. So here I don't want to show you more because I don't want to make you hurt. But these are just the date is changing. But there's
These look more like the kind of thing I would have done.
that's all done in one day.
Yeah,
Though.
because
Look at
in
the
one
date.
day?
Yeah.
No, I don't do that many in one day. No. I should think that Act Blue would have been suspicious and not in touch with me. Not you. This is crazy.
Listen.
This is something that there is something going on. I don't know where someone got my name. I don't know. But that's not all
So
me.
you think that's a possibility?
Shame, y'all. I'm just saying, if I was to discover some information like that, my first question would be, how do I check to see if we're being targeted and used for fraud? Like, you know, and if we are, we need to follow the money and figure out who it's coming from and get this taken care of, because I ain't about to be dealing with Uncle Sam when it comes to this. Y'all got me messed up. You got Act Blue out here laundering money by stealing people's names and addresses and using it against their will to funnel their money to these Democrats, man. Wow. And then on top of that, sure, I would have probably did something like, hey, I accidentally made all these donations. Let me get all that money back. That would have been a way I would have fought the system. Or I'm like, you know what? But on a serious note, man, you're ruining people's lives right here, man. Again, we don't know the ramifications of this. We don't know how extensive the damage will be. You know, I haven't got an update on any of those, but stealing from seniors is super low, bro. That's super low, man, even for Democrats. Again, if I was her, I would just request a refund. And if she do that, she might be able to get some dollars back. Let's go ahead and read these comments before we get into the next video. Somebody needs to hold these people accountable. This cannot continue. Wait, you mean New Jersey Democrats are corrupt? Who would have thought? How is this legal? How long have the Democrats been doing this? I've read on here, and it's a genius move. They need to request to get their money back, right? Somebody wrote. Somebody has two questions. One, are these funds actually being taken from the people? For example, the first lady was 83,000. Was 83,000 of her money taken? Good question. I doubt it, though. I think that this is coming from a higher ups account whom can't donate themselves, because if they do, it will raise some alarm. So they funnel it through the people. And they said if it wasn't her money and someone just used her name to launder the money, was she let known it wasn't her funds that were taken? Obviously she wasn't. She was getting praised by Act Blue. I feel like the angle this all has is very confusing take, just like the way they worded this. Haven't finished the whole video yet, though. Somebody was saying, okay, cool. I don't know much of what I got from that. I feel bad for these elderly people who are being scammed. That one woman said they would call her to send her stuff looking to see what she was giving and would hold that against her, and they wanted to cut her Medicare. They were threatening these people, y'all. Wow. That makes no sense. Anyhow, moving on. What a shocker. BLM donations are taken through Act Blue. If you go to Black Lives Matter's website and hit donate, the next webpage is secure.actblue. So they are funneling funds from all these platforms.
Jared GG7 from Tampa, Florida. Glad you took time out of your day to call me a dumbass.
By the way, y'all probably can't see the comment. I'm gonna bring it to this screen for a second so y'all can see this. At the very top, the question says, where's the proof of this? I know all the money you dumbasses donated for the wall is in Trump's wallet, is what he says. So this is what he's responding to, by the way. So make sure we get that out of the way.
Jared GG7 from Tampa, Florida. Glad you took time out of your day to call me a dumbass. Let me give you a little bit of background information about me. I'm ex-military, degree in information technology, and I deal in facts, not propaganda and bullshit. We're going to go to blacklivesmatter.com. Then we're going to scroll down the page and we're going to hit that donate button. When we hit that donate button, you're going to notice up at the top that URL changes to secureactblue.com. We're going to go ahead and make our donation. Then once we've made our donation to secureactblue.com, we're going to go to opensecrets.org and we're going to search Act Blue and find out where all the ActBlue donations are going. If you've done that search on opensecrets.org, you're going to look down and scroll down the page, and you're going to see that $613 million went to Biden, $186 million went to Bernie Sanders, and on and on. If you need any more help with the internet, let me know. Be glad to help you. Have a great day.
Everything these Democrats are doing is just scam behavior. And I mean, to the guy who asked that question, boom, right in your face, man. Because the information is available to us to go do the research right then and there. But instead of us doing that, we'd rather badger somebody by taking the time out of our day to ask some silly questions and make silly assumptions about their person. We'd rather spend time doing that than actually taking that same time to go do the research, bro. Baffles me. Somebody says, where's the FEC? Where's the GOP lawsuits and complaints to the FEC? Come on, GOP. Y'all got to do better than this, for real. I tell you what, Fannie Willis need to go ahead and hit them up for a RICO. What? You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that's how the DNC racked in all that money. What's the game? 2 cars, Marty? On a monthly, amen. I just did it, and it's true. RICO, we knew this in June of 2020. Somebody said, yes, since 2020. No kidding. So everybody, I'm just finding out about it. Apparently, people been on this for years. That goes to show you, bro. That goes to show you, man. That goes to show you. The Clinton Foundation used to be the same number as the human whoa. And Congress would do nothing about it. It's concerning to see donations being funded through a specific channel. Transparency is important to maintain and trust, but what if they care about getting our trust?